All right, guys, so welcome back. This is, I just finished the tarot card, this guy, little video that I just did. So I didn't just buy tarot cards, I bought oracle cards. So, okay, so here's the thing. So I've never used these. I've never used oracle cards. Ever since I've kind of started my spiritual growth, I've been really into them, like super, like I'll walk into like a little crystal shop and want to purchase a pair of oracle cards. It's pretty easy for me to find a pair of oracle cards that I feel really connected with. So I just like to think of that as the universe wants me to get into this, and I have no problem listening. Sorry about that. Let me fix this. Look, guys, I'm not a professional videographer. You guys don't even know what I look like. So let's just like start there with not a professional videographer, just doing this because I thought it would be cool to do like an unboxing video basically. Especially for anyone who really wants to see what these cards look like, what they say, because pictures can only do so much when it comes to new products. So, which I hate to refer to this as a product. So let's say like new spiritual, yeah, I just don't have a good word for it. Let's leave that at that. So this is by Colette Baron Reed. It's a 68 card deck. So oracle cards come in different sizes. They are not tarot cards. They are handled a lot differently than tarot cards. There's even, I believe it even says it on here somewhere. It says like, that this is not meant for, I think these are meant for daily, situational reads. I believe is what it says. I could be wrong. Or it's something like that somewhere. So we'll see. It should tell you what it is. 1 second. I would think it would open the same way. Yeah, it confuses me when it has these little insets there. So, this says, the spirit residing in the natural world have much to share, and the secrets of their forgotten language are now available to you. Which, side note, they are always available to you. If you want to speak with your spirit guide or your spirit animal, just ask. They'll show up. They're very accommodating. Sometimes they're assholes, but they'll show up. So, whoa, wait a second. Wait. All right. I like thick books. If you could be a thick ass book like this, like, oh, mama's happy. All right. So I would also like to apologize for the fact that, like, no, for real, like, I'm not a professional videographer currently. So to make y'all laugh, currently the way this is being held is against a table in a very awkward position, with me holding it with my legs. So because I don't do videos, I just really wanted to do something a little different for you guys. Especially because I'm on break and I miss you guys. Like I just miss you guys. And so this came to my mind and I was like, yeah, like let's do it. So guidebook. I can tell you right now, I already love this. Like I already love it. I can't tell you why. It just energetically, I already love it. All right, so this basically jumps right into every single card and their meaning. So you don't lose this book. Now, let me see. Well, let's get through this welcome thing. Welcome, Seeker. Something magical is stirring in the heart of our beautiful planet these days. I would agree with that. Can you feel it too? So also, on a side note, if you notice, and I mean, this is kind of true for some tarot cards and some decks, that they always talk about energy. They always talk about something like that. But what's really interesting is this one does it in a much more formal, much more, there's a lot of big words. I think it's the best way for me to say it. Like it's more formal, more professional, more like spiritual. And I think that perhaps because that's like the set thought behind these cards, that's why this resonated with me. But this is really personal. This relates to people so easily right off the bat. Like right off the bat, this is geared towards the person. And so I think that's why it's that, and the fact that these already have some energy to them and I can feel it in the cards. This has positive, straight up positive energy, no question. No anything, you feel it right away, and it's in this book. So like for instance, I like these cards. I like them. I have no issue with them. I do connect with the actual cards themselves, but this is going to take me time to connect with. Like it's going to take me time. That I know. And to further explain why I know. So, you know, when I was going through, there were just certain cards and certain decks that would jump out at me. When I got my fairy card deck, the way I felt about my fairy card deck is the same way I feel about this. The same exact way I feel about this. So this I know, like me, like just like that fairy card deck, me and this, we are going to be good friends right away. This though, while I do connect to it, this is at a different growth level than I'm at, if that makes any sense. Like my fairy card deck, when I first got it, I knew right away we were going to match. We were on the same playing field. There was not going to be any question. I was going to jump in there. It was going to accept my growth immediately. These are more ascendant. They almost have like an ascendant energy to them. And so I'm going to have to very much tap into my spirituality and my spiritual growth every time I use these cards, which you do no matter what, but these have a very different feel than my fairy cards for this. So let's just leave it at that before it gets confusing. So to continue, sorry. Welcome, Seeker. Something magical is stirring in the heart of our beautiful planet these days. Agree. Can you feel it too? I can. We have come to a time of great disconnection, unprecedented in the human story. We're also at a crucial choice point in our evolution, an invitation to reclaim our essential truth, that we are one in spirit, intertwined together in a unified consciousness that intrinsically connects every living thing on this earth, which that just very much resonates with me and feels very, very good. Those of us who are called to reconnect and face and release our false perceptions of a separated and disconnected world have in response begun again to remember. We feel a powerful longing for a deeper connection to life, to each other, to spirit, and to the planet as we enter a new era of accelerated awakening. Out of the darkest night, the light shines ever more brightly. So that's a cute little message. Not going to go into this. There's a lot of information. So little information about oracle cards or this particular deck. An oracle is a form of a wise guidance, a way to have direct communication with spirit and your higher self for the highest good. That's the same thing tarot cards do. Like, just going to put that out there, by the way. So tarot cards, I know some people are like, tarot cards, when you're using them, that's why they have angel cards, because tarot cards are you're connecting with demons, or you don't know what you're connecting with. Not true. If you want to connect with demons, let me explain something to you. You can. You can connect with demons through whatever medium you feel good with. You can do it. They're available. They're happy to help you. That is not baseline what a tarot card is for. A tarot card helps you connect with your higher self and your spirit guide. So I think that's also part of why, but these I think are a little more geared to like with tarot cards, you connect with your higher self in order to answer a question. These you connect more so in order to give you guidance. So like tarot cards don't answer yes or no questions, but they let you know what you need to change or what you need to improve to kind of make it along your way. They give you like a range of possibilities is what they can do. So you can have a tarot card reading. It can tell you that you're going to have a horrible day tomorrow at work. And I'll prepare you for that. This is why you're going to have a horrible day tomorrow at work. This is how you need to be careful at that day at work. This is why. Okay? But now let's say you read that tarot card reading, right? So that's a pause. Really what that's saying is based on the path that you're on right now, that is a huge possibility. And that is one of the possibilities I'm pulling right now. That's the closest one to you that you've got. So let's say that you go and you're like, okay, let's say tarot cards say that you're going to have a horrible day because you, because you didn't finish a project you needed to finish. And basically like you're, you know, and there's like cards that say like you need to complete open projects, etc., etc. So like, let's say you pull that card and it tells you need to complete an open project. You complete that project. Okay. Does that mean that the possibility of you still having a horrible day is there? No, it may be gone. Tarot cards tell you what you need to know in order to help you. They do guide you just like oracle cards, but they do it more in a day-to-day, the path that you're currently on, let me shed some light onto it. And who's giving you that information is your higher self, the spirits that are around you, your spirit guides. Like that's who's giving you that information. That's who, it's almost like pulling out your inner subconscious. So your subconscious knows in this example with the you're gonna have a horrible day because you didn't finish a project. Your subconscious knows you really should have finished that project. You know you should have. You just didn't have time to, or you didn't get to it, or you didn't want to get to it, or you left early, or something like that. There's tons of possibilities of why. So you know that somewhere, but you're kind of like, I don't want to think about that. Well, you can't do that with tarot cards. They're not going to give you that option. Like, I've had tarot cards bring up like stuff for me, and I'm like, for fucking real? And I feel like I got my ass whooped by my tarot card deck. So that's kind of what that is. But this is to finish going over it. Working with these cards daily as a spiritual practice will allow you to make better decisions, feel supported and witnessed by a power greater than yourself, and help you to reclaim your innate and natural gift of intuitive insight. So similar, very, very similar, but see how it says daily. Like it's thinking like these are just like your daily, like go into the day with this, go into the day with that, have like, you know, prepare yourself for this. Like you're not going to use these like a full tarot card spread. You're just not going to do it. Use this deck with reverence as you come to know the different symbols and their wisdom. You will be amazed by the gifts waiting for discovery. Your spiritual being having a human experience evolving at a lightning speed in an uncertain world. Isn't it wonderful to know you have instant insight and guidance from spirit whenever you need it? Welcome to the world of Spirit Animal Oracle. So I'm gonna go through this, blah 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 blah. I don't want to read all of this, but this just says how it works. So what it's saying is like this has just as many letters as the alphabet, can be combined in different ways to form words and sentences that convey meaning. So there's like a speaking language to the oracle cards. And these are like, these help you with like synchronicities. So like, let's say like the owl is one of my spirit animals. So let's say I pull the owl card. Like whatever the owl says, that means that's something I need to bring into my day to day. So one of the ways for you to understand spirit animals and to acknowledge them when they appear to you is that you'll see them everywhere. You'll take note of them, like birds. Like apparently a bird can be my totem animal. But a bird is not like, it's not normally something that's like a spirit animal or a power animal or whatever the hell you want to call it now. Like it's not normally something that's always there for me. An owl, however, is. But there will be periods of times, and I live in Florida, where there's tons of birds, yes. But there will be times where like, there's no birds at all. I walk outside and all of a sudden there's a flock of birds. And it's like, well, I didn't feed them. I didn't give them anything. There's no fish here. So why are they there? Or I'll catch a bird that'll just kind of like, it's like something and you catches notice of the thing. And that's your synchronicity for the spirit animal. This is what these are too. And I'm only explaining it for those who don't know oracle cards. If you know oracle cards, you can just ignore me. But a lot of introduction. Oh, there's even a personal story in here. That's really sweet. Don't worry, we'll get to the bird. We'll get to it in it. Okay, so here you go. So even says it. Oh, look at that synchronicity. I talked about an owl, and that was one of the examples used. If Owl Spirit is a card you choose, it is not depicting the owl in your backyard or nearby woods. Instead, the Owl Spirit card is depicting the essence of the owl. The ability to see in the dark when your journey is obscured by lack of clarity. So perhaps let's go back to my explaining of between the two. This gives you the guidance of how to approach your day. This gives you the choices, decisions, and reprimands and consequences of those choices through your day. It lets you know what perhaps may happen if you continue on your path, or perhaps what may not happen if you continue on your path. And if you want a specific outcome and you want to change that outcome, you need to change the inverted cards. Inverted cards means something in that needs to change in order to achieve the outcome you want. Is that better? That sounds better to me. I'm also not going to edit this because I don't know how. So let's just go with that sounds better. Okay, so this is how to work with them. This is really the page I was looking at. So you do the same thing you do with tarot cards. You shuffle it a lot until you feel connected. So here are some guidelines for how to use these cards. Ask your question with an open-ended potential for the cards to be a conversation with you. This is the same rule as tarot cards. Never ask a question that encourages a yes or no answer. That's not how things work. That's not how the universe works. Don't ask yes or no questions. You can ask yes or no questions intuitively. Like for instance, I will say, and whenever I do this, it's so hard to understand what's going on. So let's say I'll say, should I go to the grocery store today? Yes or no? I will not get a clear answer on that. But then let me change it. Okay. So I'll just say this, grocery store today. There's no yes or no. So when I first asked the question, should I go to the grocery store today? Because I know myself and I know intuitively how I receive answers, the answer was either it is important for you to go to the grocery store or no. How do I know the difference? That's why you don't ask yes or no questions. So when I said grocery store today, I got a different answer. The answer was no. See what I mean? And the only reason why I know the answer was no is because for me, when I ask questions of the universe, I get it. Sometimes it'll be a feeling that's so powerful that actually will give me a little bit of headache. It gives me a little bit of headache. That means it's either important or there's a no. But if it's a calm and peaceful thing, I'm sorry. So I said it wrong earlier. It was a yes. If it's a calm and peaceful energy, yes. Does that mean I have to go? No, that's up to me. But what is basically being told to me is it would be in your better interest if you went to the grocery store today. But I can't ask the universe to make that decision for me. That's my decision. And the universe can only give me guidance on the decision. It's the same with these, and it's the same with the tarot cards. So let's see the rest of this. Read that already. Oh, a gentle warning. I like how that's put. Do not try to find certainty in a future that has not transpired as of yet, or you rob yourself of your own power to create your world. See, furthermore, I like this book. Furthermore, what I was just talking about with the example of the grocery store. It hasn't transpired. Why am I asking? It's great to prepare myself for the day of whether I want to go to the grocery store right now. But right now, my dog woke me up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I went to bed at almost 1. I fell asleep. So I've had 5 hours of sleep. When I have 5 hours of sleep, you know what I want to do? I want to go back to bed. I am not going to want to go to the grocery store. I do not care about food right now. No. So yes, it would be great for me to go to the grocery store because I need to buy food for the week. That would be lovely. Am I going to do it right now? No. So why am I wasting my time doing this? Like, what? And why would I ask the universe, hey universe, what do you think, when I just know that I'm not going to go? You see what I mean? Not right now anyway. So it gives you some card spreads. Okay, so this gives you a prayer, which I'm so surprised the fountain deck didn't give me one. I'm not harping on the fountain deck, and I don't think it's a bad deck. It just seems it's different than other decks, is the word I'm looking for. So see, simple, it's kind of a similar readings that you would do in tarot cards. I'm sure you could Google, which is something I may do later, to find out new. This is one of my favorite spreads in tarot cards, as a 7-deck card, as a 7-deck spread like this, or 7-card spread like this, and also a spiritual spread and a 5. It's a kind of like an interlocking 6-card star constellation spread, and then it goes into the cards and the messages. So let's get into the important part too, because we've been here for a while with me trying to explain things. Look at the back of these cards. I love these. I love these. And I wish, I'm be honest, I wish that I felt the same way immediately right out the back of the fountain deck. So I'll be honest with you. I am going to play around with them a little. I am going to see how I feel with them. I'm going to see if I better connect with them. I connect with them in the fact that they're a spiritual deck, and I do think that they're good for me, but I don't, there's something that's missing. That's not missing with these. It's not missing with my fairy card spread or my fairy card deck. And if I can't get that, probably like in the next few weeks, I'm going to return the cards because I should have that. I mean, I'm still going to cleanse them and see if that is what's going on, that there's just like an extra energy there that's not fully, that I'm not accepting of, really, and see if that's the case. But yeah, we'll see. So these feel amazing. They're light. They feel good. Look at this. Look at all the detail on these cards. Like, they're so beautiful. I love this font. Dog spirit, koi fish. That's not how you say koi. It's not koi. Oh Lord. Porcupine. Vultures. Okay, there you go. So that's all I got for you guys today. Oh, I promised I would show you the fairy card. So we'll take a picture of the fairy card and show it to you. I promise. Okay? But thank you for joining me for this like fun little time here that we're going to put on. I'm going to put this, I don't know how to put this on Instagram. I know I can put it on Facebook, but I don't know if I have to do like the full thing on Facebook. I have no idea. But this is just like me like chit-chatting with you guys and doing unboxing videos because that's what happens when I get interesting ideas. Ooh yeah. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that closes up. I really like this. So that's it. Bye guys.